Hello and welcome to another Q&A. I should just get a proper intro for it at this point. Once again, I've recently asked for questions and you guys have delivered some, so I'm gonna try and answer as many as I can. Starting with Ethan R. Films. Face reveal when? 10,000 subscribers. Okay, no, I shouldn't say that for sure. Look, when we're getting close to 10,000, I'll consider it, okay? Why are you so furry? What I want to know is why Totally said I was a furry one time, and now that leads to everyone calling me a fucking furry. When are you gonna pay me for writing the Bunny fanfic? I don't think I owe anyone money. I don't know what you're talking about. MD fan for life. How are you motivated to do YouTube? All for the money. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I mean, the money's nice, but I don't need it. For me, it's mostly that I get to entertain people and make cool shit that I'm proud of, which, I mean, that's just always what I've wanted to do, to be honest, so YouTube is kind of perfect for that. Cats or dogs? Both. Who do you think will abstract first in Digital Circus? So obviously after last episode it seems most likely that it's gonna be Jax, but I also think that's a bit obvious and they're just trying to make us think that's what's gonna happen. If Kane can abstract, I think it's possible that it could be him next. I mean, we already know episode 7 is apparently gonna be controversial, so something's gonna go down, and I think we're just gonna have to wait and see what it's gonna be. Rooster Tooster, I like that username. What's your favorite MD OST tracks? My top 3 favorites would be Forever, Bite Me, and Eternal Dream. Hopefully we're gonna get Forever extended soon because it was teased months ago, so any day now, hopefully. What are you most looking forward to in the graphic novel? Probably the new things that they're gonna add, because there's gonna be a few new things that weren't in the original story. I don't know what those are gonna be, but we'll find out. Other than that, I guess seeing the show in a different art style is probably gonna be pretty cool. What is the most obscure MD merch item that you have? That's a good question. It is probably this. This is the Absolute Solver pin. I asked for Murder Drones merch for Christmas, and my mom bought it for me, but I don't really see anyone talk about this thing ever. From Dylan, what's your second favorite glitch show? I'm saying this because I know MD is number 1. Well, yeah, you're probably right. Not gonna lie though, that's a pretty good title question. I think I might end up going with that one. So congratulations for got the title of the Q&A thing. Yeah. Anyway, Murder Drones is probably my personal favorite one, though I do think an argument can be made that it is not Glitch's best show, especially with Digital Circus being very good recently. I mean, if it keeps up being as good as it has been the last couple episodes, I think we're in for another really good show. So as of now, yes, Murder Drones is still my favorite, but I don't know if that will always be the case. With Gaslight and Guinevere, I mean, they're both like just started, and I wasn't really as big of a fan of those 2 pilots as Digital Circus and Murder Drones, but they were still cool, and I'm still kind of interested to see where they're gonna go. And then, I haven't watched Meta Runner. I'm sorry, but I have too many shows on my watch list, and that one's just not at the top right now. Other than yourself, who's your favorite Murder Drones YouTuber? Damn, you saw right through what my answer was going to be. Who's your least favorite character that isn't Frumptle Bucket? Darren and Rebecca are just knockoff characters, let's be real here. What's the Murder Drones fan project you're most excited for? That's tough, because there's a lot of really cool ones, but the one that I've been following since like day 1 was Murder Drones Insecurity, and I've kind of gotten to see some of the progression of going from that first trailer to where it's gone now, and it also just sounds really cool, so I would probably have to say that one, but that doesn't mean that I'm not excited for the other ones, because there's a lot of really cool talent going into these, so hopefully you'll watch them as well, because trust me, they'll be worth the wait. If V wasn't your favorite character, who would it be? Well, if V wasn't my favorite, I probably wouldn't watch the fucking show. Was Yagster dumb on Dire Duck's stream? he was many a dumb. You have predictions for Glitch Direct. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm recording this the day after Glitch Direct, but my predictions before it started were that with Murder Drones, they were probably just gonna do a comic update, which, I mean, they did do, to be fair. But obviously, the much more exciting announcement was the song with the living tombstone. I don't think any of us were expecting that. Probably have already recorded a reaction video to that. Oh my god! I knew we'd see a Digital Circus episode 7 and probably get a release date. I didn't think we'd get one for episode 8 though. Guinevere, I was expecting a green light for season 1, but technically it's not confirmed to be greenlit yet, but more than likely it will be, I think. And yeah, Gaslight, I didn't really expect much, and there wasn't really that much, to be honest. The Lackadaisy announcement was also surprising. And lastly, are you able to nope, I can't. Sleepy, who's the baddest cat-made femboy? Okay, Sleepy. I gotta go all the above. Anything that is not legal. When Sleepy Star collab, technically Sleepy, that one video that we did as a game night a few weeks ago that you recorded, I mean, I was in that video, so I guess once that video is out, that will be our next collab. Plus, we've already done like 3 or 4 videos together, at least. La Michte, I hope I'm saying that right. Are you a newsy shipper? Well, I guess everyone's about to unsubscribe. Okay, but no, my honest answer is not really, but like, the ship itself is fine. I think the two have good moments, but there's a pretty toxic side of the community that mostly consists of these newsy shippers, which it kind of makes it hard for me to like it as much as other people do. If you're just like one of those normal newsy shippers who just think it's a cute ship, then I have no problems with that. I think that's very fair. But I'm talking about those newsy shippers who only talk about newsy. Like when you try and talk about anything else MD related, they just switch it back to newsy. You know, there's other things to enjoy about the show. But there's been a lot of really cool newsy animations and stuff made, and I don't know, there's a lot of good things about it, no doubt, but also just a lot of negativity that seems to go around from it, and yeah, it's not the best. But as far as just the ship itself, I don't mind it, but I'm not really a big shipper of it. From Clear Sight, what would you do if V appeared right in front of you? I'm guessing you were expecting my mind to immediately go to a dirty answer, in which case you would have been right. But okay, let me logically think about this, right? So it's not like you wake up from sleeping and then she's just standing in front of you. It's like you're just chilling at home watching like a YouTube video and then she just appears. I mean, the first thing I would do is probably scream, because that's not supposed to happen, and then I'd probably hug her because she needs a hug. She's been through a lot. If you're not able to have a Discord right now, I don't really know how I'd be able to set that up with you. I'm sorry. Blade Runner, have you ever played any kind of musical instrument before? Well, not professionally ever, but I do have some instruments. In fact, actually, I have a guitar right behind me. One sec, I'll go get it. Oh, sh. Whoa. There, I played an instrument. Jenar, who is the dog in your profile picture? Okay, well, I have answered this question before, but because some people still ask me it sometimes, I'm gonna answer it again. This video got recommended to me one day, and I thought the thumbnail looked funny, so then I made that my profile picture. I really should just change it at some point. It would probably be less confusing. Maybe I'll get someone to make me a different, better one. I don't know, man. Sako Coco, do you think anyone will abstract in Digital Circus? Okay, I don't want to say too much, because I have a theory video planned soon. But all I'm going to say for now is I think it would be pretty interesting if some of them did. Favorite video game? Minecraft. Okay, I think you skipped question 3, but what do you think are some overrated and underrated Murder Drones characters? Overrated, probably N. Like, I don't hate N, but I do feel like a lot of people praise him as being like the best character, but like I don't think his arc as a character is as good as a character like V, you know? Like he has good moments, I just definitely wouldn't say he's the best character, you know what I mean? But a lot of people seem to think that. Underrated, I could go on for a long time about this, so I'll just say a couple. I think Lizzie's underrated. Khan, I think, has a pretty cool little arc of his own, even if it's not the greatest thing ever. Number 5, did you notice I skipped 3? Oh, fuck. Finally, if you could teleport to Copper 9, do you think you could survive? Just bundle up, just get like a few coats or something, I'll be fine. It'd be worth it to meet V. Favorite board game or card game? I don't know many card games. I would probably just say like Uno. Board game, probably like Monopoly, just because I remember playing it a lot with my family and it was always pretty fun. Have you been to any countries other than the one you live in? That's a good one. I don't think I have been, but next year I will, because we have a pretty big trip planned, so that'll be fun. Absolute Soul vs. Sin. Have you heard of Demon Slayer? I have, but I haven't watched it. I have not watched much anime, I'm gonna be honest, but maybe at some point. What's your favorite The Amazing World of Gumball character? I'd have to say Nicole. I'm done. I don't think I'm beating the furry allegations, am I? Maybe I should just embrace it. Who's the most underrated or overrated Murder Drones YouTuber? Most underrated? I would probably say MVK. MVK makes some really cool music, actually, and also does music for quite a lot of the Murder Drones fan projects, some of which you might have heard of. So I think he does quite a lot for the community, and also just makes some cool shit. So yeah, check him out if you haven't already, because I don't think he gets as much attention as he deserves. What fandom did he used to be in before Murder Drones? Not that many. I think Murder Drones was one of my first hyperfixations, but I guess you could probably say FNAF before that, because I was following FNAF pretty closely for a few years. Not so much anymore, but I still occasionally will keep up with what they're doing. What do you think of me? Well, you took time out of your day to comment on my stuff, so I think you're pretty damn cool. The Shadows DC, you got siblings? Yup. Siddo sick dang. Where are my space screws? I know you have them. They're all mine now. That was actually pretty good. Totally not. Why you sleep? It's so weird that you sleep. You so weird. I like to sleep because it's relaxing after I have a long day of most likely doing nothing. And why you like human breathes? Why is that a thing? You're good at anatomy. Right. Also, what's yours favorite time of oh god damn it, Tip Fly is still alive. And this, dear viewers, is why you don't become sleep deprived like this creature. Okay, why do humans breathe? It's so we don't fucking die. And also, I've never said I was good at anatomy. I think you're thinking of someone else. My favorite time of the day, like late at night, like midnight, and good luck with the fly, I guess. And Venom123, Envy or Newsy. So obviously I already talked briefly about Newsy a little bit ago. Envy I think would have worked really well in the manor, because yeah, I do think Envy definitely liked each other quite a bit back then. I don't think it would work quite as well in like the modern times for the drones, but I could probably still see it working. From just a random dude 797. Of all Liam's works, what idea/show could see the light of day again? So yeah, obviously everyone's always talking about in season 2, but that's probably what everyone would say, so that's too boring of an answer. One thing I really would want to see Liam bring back, Indonesian Cube. If you don't know, that was, I think, Liam's last thing that he made before Murder Drones. Obviously on his animation channel he has Indonesian Cube, Cliffside, and some other things. Indonesian Cube I would definitely want to see continue probably more than any of them, because like we got 3 episodes, it was starting to get somewhere, like we're starting to get a story going and there's characters that seem like they're going to be pretty cool, and then it just ends. And it's been like almost 5 years now, and there's no sign of seeing it come back. But like, it was good, and like, fuck, I just want more. King Thubber, when do you think you'll stop making videos? Never. No, okay, I mean, probably one day, but not for a long time. I'm having a lot of fun making videos, so definitely not anytime soon. Are you aware that your profile picture looks like a polar bear? I never really thought of it that way, but I guess you can go with that. Are you a polar bear fan? I mean, they're cool. I just like animals in general, so sure, we'll go with yeah. Adam Matter, if you became Liam Vickers and you had to change one thing about murder drones, what would you change? I probably would have made more episodes, or at least just made the 8 existing episodes longer. From Milanessa, if you could be an insect, which one would you be? Not gonna lie, I feel like a bee would be fun. I definitely would want to be a bug where I could like fly around, and it would be fun because a lot of people are scared of bees, so then I could feel like I'm just the scariest being alive. Meanwhile, I'm like the smallest thing ever. What is the food equivalent of every main Murder Drones character? That is interesting. Okay, well, Uzi, a grape, obviously, and like a happy food, probably like cake. For V, I would say pizza, because pizza is my favorite food, so now V could take that place as my favorite. Okay, I need to stop. From Grape Crows, what's your opinion on the flavor complexity of uranium fuel rods at Twee? Yes. Caramel Animations, will Gono ever go anywhere? Maybe if he edits faster and doesn't take over 3 months to edit a Gaslight District video. Do you hear the strumming of the violin in the sky? Yes, I will be able to hear them. Why do you want to execute me? Because your time zone sucks ass for playing Gartic Phone, so get a better time zone. But there you go, that's all the questions I got around to. I think that's most of them, but sorry if I missed a few people. Regardless, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, check out these other videos on the screen, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and thanks for watching. Okay, bye!